I remember like right at the beginning of public school, I actually got punched in the face. Number 1, what grade do you currently teach? I teach kindergarten through 6th grade music. So I teach K, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then at my church job, I teach mostly ages 3 to 4th grade. So sort of scary because I was teaching my peers, but it was the best opportunity for me. I think I would have liked teaching little Chelsea. She would have been a little boring for me in my personal taste. I don't think she would bode well at my school I teach at currently.
We gon' walk it out and move on days. And I'll rise like the day.
Hi guys, it's Chelsea from Teaching in Pearls and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm rocking a crazy middle part, which might look horrible. I don't know, you know, switching it up today. If you hate it, comment below. Actually, please don't, that'll hurt my feelings. And my glasses, which are from, I don't know, Amazon, some brand, and hashtag sponsor me. I actually don't know. I can link them below, but they're basically, actually I'm not gonna link them below, let's be honest, that's a lot of work. They're just, I googled cell phone screen glasses and they help block the bad light that comes off of your screens and your like phones and computers and blah, blah, blah. And since I'm gonna be staring at my screen to read these questions, I've really been trying to be conscious about wearing them in the summer because I'm on my phone a lot with my fitness job, especially when I'm talking to people. So maybe I'll take them off in a second. Maybe I'll keep them on the whole time. Stay tuned. I'm also wearing these shoes. Can you see them? Yeah, there we go. They're Converse and they're so cute. I never wear gym shoes other than when I'm actually working out or running or something. But Brandon found these and I thought they were so adorable, so I had to get them and I'm gonna rock them today and see how I feel. So we're going like all out today. Crazy hairstyle, new shoes. We're changing it up. Today I'm filming the back in the day teacher tag, which was made by a beautiful friend of mine. I'll link the original videos and a couple other of the videos down below in the description. And it's all pretty much questions about growing up and things like that. So let's get started. Number 1, what grade do you currently teach? I teach kindergarten through 6th grade music. So I teach K, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then at my church job, I teach mostly ages 3 to 4th grade. So pretty big age range, but full-time job K to 6. Where did you go to primary, middle, and high school? So I went to Grace Lutheran, which is now shut down, I believe. It was a Christian school. When I went there, it was K to 8, and then I left in the at the end of the 3rd grade because they were going to start combining grade levels, and my mom didn't want me to be in a combined grade level. So I went to Covedale Elementary, which is part of the district that I teach for now. I went there from 4th through 6th grade, and that was an awesome school. I was in the gifted program. It was really great for me. Then 7th through 12th grade, I went to the School for Creative and Performing Arts, which is the love of my life, also a school in my district. It's a Cincinnati public school, so it's free and anyone in Cincinnati can go, but you have to audition to get in, and every child that goes there has a major. It's now K to 12. It became K to 12 the year I graduated. I was the first graduating class from the new building, if you're familiar with the city in the school. Yeah, I went there 7th through 12th grade. It was amazing for me. It's definitely why I'm a music teacher, because I was majoring in music there, so I had hours of music every single day, and it was just, it's an amazing school. Who were your most / least influential teachers? Okay, most influential teacher, definitely Miss Lori Wyant. She knows that. She was my teacher at SCPA all the way from 7th to 12th grade with choir. I was in children's choir with her. Then I was in chorale and baby grands, which was a select a cappella ensemble with typically we had like usually we had 12 girls. We tried to keep it at 12. And with that group, I got to travel to Italy, to a cruise to the Bahamas and Mexico. I got to go to Disney World. She just, I mean, and we won every competition we went to. We even took 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place in Italy because we took our boys group too. Girls took 1st, the combined group took 2nd, and the boys took 3rd. And just those experiences she gave me were insane. She also happened to have a lot of really bad things happen all at once during one of my school years. It was when I was a junior, I believe. She had people pass away and sickness and just all these bad things that made her, obviously she wasn't coming to school. So The issue with my school being so special is that there's never qualified subs, ever. I mean, there's never qualified music subs even when I teach K-6 elementary music. And so there was obviously a paid sub in the room, but they never were a music person. So she had me teach while she was gone. So I actually was a student aide for her children's choir, so I completely taught the children's choir. And I taught Baby Grands, which was the a cappella group, and I taught chorale, which I was in. So sort of scary because I was teaching my peers, but it was the best opportunity for me. I really didn't know. I don't know if this is going to be a question later on, if like, why did I become a teacher? So I'm probably like spilling the beans early. I didn't know that I wanted to be a teacher necessarily. My dad's a professor, so teaching has always been an option to me, but I wasn't necessarily, like, I didn't grow up playing school all the time or anything. I had a lot of interest. I thought about being a veterinarian when I was little, lots of different things. But her giving me that experience to teach my peers at school and to teach the kids in the children's choir, which were obviously a lot younger than me. I was a junior and they were 4th through 7th graders. That was when I realized I was actually sort of good at teaching. And the only reason really that I was in charge was because I had piano skills and because I wasn't really shy. So the piano skills definitely helped me a lot, but just seeing people learning, okay, this sounds, I don't even know how to put this into words, but when I would teach them, you start with this crappy song that they're not good at, and by the end of the class they're at least a little bit better, and just seeing that little bit of progression that they were able to do under my watch, like knowing that I was in charge and they were actually learning from me, was totally a game changer and gave me all the confidence I needed to audition for music education programs when it was time for college. Least influential teacher was one of my, I don't want to like throw shade at teachers because as a teacher I just feel like that's not, I don't like doing that at all because I wouldn't want anybody to say that stuff about me. But I will say that I had a math teacher who, I'm just really not like a natural math person. I'm not great at math. It's really hard for me. And he was just really, really mean and not helpful. And yeah, just that would definitely be my least influential. I also had a couple college professors who were just very unprofessional and showed me why I need to be a great teacher and I need to potentially, who knows, maybe one day I'll teach college. It's not like on my goals or anything I'm interested in now, but I need to pave the way so that students don't have to deal with that kind of teaching. So yeah, I will never put names out there or anything, but there's definitely been bad experiences which helped me shape my good experiences now. And I'm not texting while filming, that'd be very rude. I lost the tag, so I'm pulling it back up. Number 3, who are your friends, frenemies, rivals? Okay, so elementary school, I definitely got bullied. I was always I'm an only child, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom, so she was always in the school and always volunteering and stuff. And I was definitely like a teacher's pet. I got really good grades. I was always the first to volunteer for stuff. I was really, really nice, actually, when I was little. I was just a really, really nice kid. I was really gullible because I feel like because I was an only child and I didn't have like people picking on me at home or anything, like even if it's in good fun, like I just didn't have that. And I also went to a Christian school, kindergarten through 3rd grade, so I wasn't really prepared for public school, which is what I went to in 4th grade. And I remember like right at the beginning of public school, I actually got punched in the face because there was like a fight in the bathroom, or there was gonna be a fight in the bathroom, because there was a gifted program at the school, but it was just a regular neighborhood school. Like it wasn't like a special school like the one I went to in 7th grade. So you had your regular things that happen all the time at my school I teach at now. But anyways, 2 girls were gonna fight, and so I was also really petite my whole life, like just the smallest person in the class. Like I'm just a weirdo essentially all around. Teachers loved me. I don't know if all the kids loved me back then because I was sort of weird. There were these 2 girls gonna fight in the bathroom, and I stepped in the middle of it and I was like, no guys, don't fight, and I got punched in the face. So that pretty much sums up my life in general. I find myself in situations that don't always work out for me. But I didn't really have enemies. I got bullied a lot in the 5th grade, I think. But obviously I would never put those people on blast either. That would be really sort of goofy. And 7th or 12th grade though, I don't think I had any really negative issues at all. The school I went to, the SCPA school, is the most amazing place to go to school. Everyone was so accepting. Our population was so diverse. And it wasn't just diverse in the sense of color, like obviously we did have black students, white students. It was pretty much 50-50 when I checked back in the day, because I am weird and look into ratios of that kind of stuff. And other than that, we also had students who were homosexual, students who were transgender. We had kids going through gender transitions and gender surgeries while I was in school with them. So it was definitely eye-opening in the best way. I'm so glad I was raised in that community, but it sort of sheltered me in a sense that when I went to college in a place that's mostly white and mostly heterosexual, and a lot of people who came from schools that are dominated by sports, which we really didn't even have. We had a basketball team that, no offense guys if you're watching this, you weren't very good, but that's because they were special at something else. Like they were going to the school because they had a talent. Sorry. But our basketball team, we played like really weird small schools from Kentucky. So when I went to school at Kent State, which is a typical school, I was coming from the sheltered community and was suddenly surrounded by no diversity and homophobia and racism and stuff that I had not had to experience, because growing up in my little SCPA bubble actually didn't really prepare me well for the normal world. And so that's what I've been playing catch up with these past few years, and one of the reasons I'm so adamant about social justice and about equality, because that was what I grew up with. And so seeing that other people just don't think the way we did at my school, it was just an odd experience for me. So I don't think at SCPA really had any frenemies or rivals. Everyone pretty much got along. There were obviously some contentious things, but I really had friends in a lot of different friend groups, and I can't remember anything that was like dramatic or anything. So it was a great experience. What was your favorite and least favorite subject at school? Favorite was anything with music. Actually, in elementary school, I hated music class. I loved Mr. Zulli. If you're watching this, he's awesome. He was my elementary teacher 4th through 6th grade, and he actually visited me at my middle school choir job, which was so cool. But anyways, I loved him, but I hated the music class because the kids there didn't want to learn music, and it was just, I didn't like it. I liked the after school choir and band, but I didn't like the music class. So before I went to SCPA, probably my favorite things were English. My dad is a humanities professor. He's a writer, he's a poet, he's published, if you Google like Hillard book, I'm sure something will come up. So writing has always come natural to me, so I think that's why I like it, because it's not like super difficult for me, but you can also be creative. I hate math. I've always hated math. I don't like it. I'm sorry, math teachers. I understand it's valuable, but personally it causes me a lot of stress and pain. I had one good math teacher growing up, but the rest of them were just not helpful and very just, like I told you, I was a really nice kid that tried really hard, so when you got to a class that you just weren't good at and you tried hard and you still couldn't succeed, it was just, no, don't give me a bad taste in my mouth. Hated math, hated it in college. Yeah, so math is that. I'm sorry, math teachers, I love you, and I'm sure you're great, but my teachers weren't. What advice would you give to yourself at that age, so the age that I am in this picture? Well, I feel like I would definitely just say, like I'm really little in that picture, so I would say stay true to like who you are, which I feel like I've done okay, but I definitely, growing up, it's hard to see other people doing things and want to be like them. I did a lot in college of me following others and trying to be like them, and then I realized after college, I'm like, wait, that's just not who I am, and that's okay. So definitely just being true to who you are and standing up for what you believe in, which I'm trying to do really well now, so hopefully I'm doing that okay. What was your personality like at this age? So in this picture, I think I'm like 2nd grade. I was really nice, really shy. I was very shy until like 7th grade when I went to SCPA. That brought me out of my shell. Before then, I wouldn't even call phone numbers and stuff by myself. I was just really kind, really nice. I don't know, I was a good, really nice kid. how has your personality changed? I wouldn't say I'm a mean person, obviously. I am a very kind person still, judging by where I choose to teach and the clientele I choose to work with, who test me often with my kindness and patience. But I feel like I'm definitely very strong, and I'm very outspoken, like pretty much the opposite of shy would describe who I am now. So that's obviously very different. And yeah, I'm just not shy at all. I stand up for what I believe in at all times, even though that sometimes loses some, I mean, it doesn't really, but it could lose friends or relationships or whatever. I just try to be true to who I am, and if that steps on people's toes sometimes, I don't really care. What profession did you want to be at that age? So that's really long ago. I don't remember, but I do know that I really wanted to be a veterinarian growing up, because I love animals. It took until I was like older and realized you have to be like, you have to like put animals down and stuff. Like I was like, oh, I can't do that. So veterinarian was out the window. I can't really think of any other big dreams I had. Maybe like singer or dancer. I was a competitive dancer from 4th grade to 12th grade, so I'm sure at some point I thought I was going to be a dancer, but I don't know, social media wasn't really around and stuff, and reality shows weren't really a big thing, so I know I wasn't like, I want to be on Dance Moms, because that didn't come out till I was late in high school, so I'm not really sure. Probably veterinarian. I think that was definitely a big one. I think I wanted to be a lawyer when Legally Blonde came out, and now Brandon's gonna be a lawyer, so I'm sort of living vicariously through him, and I have a dog named Bruiser, so basically I am a lawyer is what I'm saying. Did I want to go to college? Okay, so since my dad's a professor, I grew up just assuming college was part of the plan, which I know is an extremely privileged thing, and I recognize that, but yeah, college has always, it's not been like a do I want to go to college, it's been I'm going to college. I could have gone, if it was a money thing, I could have gone for free if I went to his college. I chose not to. I didn't want to because it's really small, and the music education program at Kent was just much better. But yeah, I could have gone for free, so college was always an assumption, not wondering if I was going to. It was more of just what am I going to major in, really. I don't think my parents would have let me not go to college. I mean, if I had a child and I had free college tuition, I don't think I'd let them not go to college either in this day and age. What is something you wish you knew then that you know now? I wish that I was and still do wish that I was more confident in my talents, because I feel like growing up in the day and age of like American Idol and then going to college where you are taking a class called Voice Studio where you literally stand up and get critiqued in front of your classmates every single week, has definitely lowered my self-esteem a lot when it comes to performing. I still don't really feel comfortable performing. I know I'm a great teacher. I know I'm good at performing, but I don't feel comfortable doing it because I'm always thinking about what others think of me. So I would like to let myself know that I do have a lot of talent, because I'm starting to realize that now that I'm getting a little bit older and I'm out of the college and the competitive nature of that, because I think I would be a better performer if I had the confidence to know that I was a good performer, if that makes sense. So definitely just understanding that I do have special talent and that I pick up music really easily, and that's sort of rare, and it took me a really long time to realize that. Like, that's a very recent realization. Describe the picture thumbnail you chose. I just think it's a really cute picture. I look like a little sailor. I just think it's adorable. My mom dressed me up every day. She picked out my outfits for way longer than probably should, but I looked so cute all the time. I just think I look adorable. That's why I picked it, because I look so innocent and like, hi, I'm Chelsea, which is what I was like. And yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really anything special. I just didn't have a lot on my computer to choose from, and I think that one is really adorable. If you had a student like yourself at this age, how would you reach out and connect to them? I definitely would have appreciated if my teachers gave me more leadership roles, because I think that would have helped me a lot with my shyness, but no one really saw that in me. Obviously now I have taken on an abundance of leadership roles throughout college and adulthood, so I am a natural leader, but no one really recognized that in me until Miss Wyant did in high school. I think I would make more of a point to develop a relationship with little Chelsea, because I was really, really shy, and I don't think my elementary teachers did a bad job at that. I had one elementary teacher, Miss Noble. She was really awesome. I had her for science for 2 years, 5th and 6th grade. She let me do this, like, join this girls' science club, and she took us on like a little trip. So I don't feel like I was neglected as a student or treated bad. I would like if my math teachers would have had more patience and appreciated the fact that I always was really trying hard, because it made me literally hate math. Like, I hate it, I hate doing it, and it wasn't one teacher, like it was almost all of them except for one teacher that I had in high school, Mr. Mack, who's awesome, Mr. McMorrin. And I think that's McMorrin, I think is right. Anyways, call him Mr. Mack. He was awesome and super patient and tried to help as much as he could, but I definitely would appreciate that. I mean, my mom was in the school all the time. I was known as being like a helpful kid, so why they couldn't have patience with me and like me not being good at math, I don't know, but whatever, because it wasn't even in the days of standardized testing. It was just them deciding not to do their job well, so that's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would have liked teaching little Chelsea. She would have been a little boring for me in my personal taste. I don't think she would bode well at my school I teach at currently, because my students are so intense. I think little Chelsea would, I don't know what would happen to her.
I do know what would happen to her. She'd probably get punched in the face a lot more frequently.
This tag was really fun though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and look in the description for some other versions of this tag. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you can see more videos like this, teaching vlogs when I get back to school, life vlogs, etc., etc. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day wherever you are.
We gon' walk it out.